Very, very interesting game. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. We'll certainly be keeping our eyes on that other matchup between Emre Yilmaz and Mark 11. Also, our featured game, Umut, recently qualified into the top 8 against Lukas, where 3 points put him in a truly magnificent position to get 4th, which is all that matters to him right now. It's the FC Pro Open match, week 5, round number 4. Lukas kicking from left to right, and it will be Umut all in white from right to left. Kolo Moani is begging for an upgrade as well. Don't think he's going to get it, unfortunately. He's got that 6 points in the bag now, so there will be some improvements going to the Parisian. Could there be a potential foot off the gas from Umut as well? I mean, you wouldn't expect it because he's such a professional. However, he's got the qualifying spot now.
That is the question, you know. I mean, once you've qualified, do you take your foot off the gas? But obviously, you want to secure the top spot, and these lot being the pros that they are and having, you know, the ability that they have, they want to try and win every game possible. Yeah, of course.
Chance here for Umut, Alexia Patelis. Good work inside the box, but Lukas, the right place at the right time. Mickey Yeley.
Left.
Yeah, put it to the left back here.
Mbappe. So scary when Mbappe's on the ball. You just know that almost not every time, but a lot of the time, something's going to come of it.
You also got Pele as well, who is
Huge
also
problem.
crucial.
Virgil van Dijk and company have been a very, very solid team at the back right now. You know, really just taking their time. Having Davies at left back as well plays a massive part. I think a lot of the ball has gone out to Davies, and he's been very efficient in those cutbacks and getting the ball into the box. Walker with the switch.
You mentioned it earlier, that switch apply. It's almost the root of every attack. Right back to left back, or left back over to the right. Valverde sliding finish puts Umut 1-0 up, looking to extend his point tally to 19. Maybe set a bit of a benchmark for other competitors here in the FC Pro Open in other weeks as well, to go, look, that's what I put up, go and get it.
Confidence is sky high right now, and again, just using that left back Davies to run down the line and cut it back into Valverde, who makes no mistake.
Asking questions?
Yeah, I think he's got to do a little bit better there. I think he does get a hand to it, in fairness, but it's just unfortunate not to, you know, make the full-on save.
Such a big win for Lukas in that last game against Hidalgo. It ruined Hidalgo's hopes.
Yeah, for sure. And I sat down and I was actually watching Lukas, and every goal he scored, whether it be the first one or the fifth one, yeah, he had emotion in there, you know what I mean? So I think it does mean a lot to him to get that win. Obviously, you could see in the interview as well, you know, he was smiling, he's looking confident, so he wants to try and...
That's a big purchase player. That's your marquee man in Pele, leading the line and smashing it wide. He'd be very disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, it was always going to be it's a very difficult angle, to be fair.
Yeah, I expected the target to be hit though from there.
Yeah, true. For
no
those
green
fans as well.
I suppose that's the only thing you could say. Hansen, a lot of space. Finesse, Van der Sar.
Gets to that one.
Needed.
Indeed.
Short corner play. Ginola, maybe the man you want in the box. Mbappe looked for the Trivela. Perisic to steal the ball back, and just sending that run from Pele with the left bumper into the space. Jude's come a long way back to help out.
Great interception by Valverde.
He's got sort of two in Valverde and Bellingham. They're quite similar in terms of the player they are, but they can hold that midfield down pretty much on their own.
Yeah.
And then you have that third midfielder, whether it's a Pateas, whether it's a Bonmati, or even sort of an attacking player in there, who can just go and do something sublime, just as Ginola, on the drop of the word sublime, sticks it in the top corner.
That was perfect timing, to be fair. It's just beautiful, very methodical, you know. The ball roll into the Trivela, it's just beautifully timed.
We're going to see a cinematic right from behind the goal. Green times, top bins. Lukas angry, frustrated. You talked about the emotion when he was scoring against Hidalgo. You see it when he's conceding there as well.
Definitely one that wears his heart on his sleeve, for sure.
And the desk. You see that live table right now. Mark 11 versus Emre Yilmaz is 0-0. 21 minutes on the clock in that game. So what this result does, it gives Mark 11 the chance, if the points stay as they are, to go into the final game of today, taking on Umut. If he wins, he goes into 4th.
It's a big, big, big game for Mark, if that is the case.
If Mark was to beat Emre Yilmaz now, he goes in level on points. However, goal difference would be in the favour of Lukas. That big goal swing. But Umut's helping Mark 11 right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's so methodical.
I was just thinking the same thing. He just takes his time with it. He knows exactly what he wants to do. It's almost like he's 3 moves ahead. It's almost like a game of chess. He's taking his time, working the angles, and just once he finds it, straight into it.
He's playing chess, and everyone else, we're all reading the book still on how to, where we can move each piece.
Chess for dummies, basically.
Mbappe into Perisic. Travella green time. Van der Sar, that little bit goal kick movement, just shifted him across, and Hansen is offside on the rebound. We have had a goal between Mark 11 and Emre Yilmaz. It will shake this group around, and we can show you who scored it right now. It was a short corner. It was Emre Yilmaz with the power shot cancel, with Luka Modric opening up that defence before slotting in off the post. Emre 1-0 up. Mark 11.
That power shot cancel
is unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a great move. You can see there Mark committed and just used it to cut inside and get the ball in the back of the net. Beautiful play. Just not rushing it at all.
I think the problem is for Lukas now. Not only is he 2-0 down, I think the scoreline is probably secondary.
Yeah.
He can't get on the ball.
Yeah.
He's having to play these attacks so fast just to sort of try and get anywhere. Umut just seems like he's in cruise control.
Yeah, I mean, he's just taking his time. Knows he's got, almost like he's got him right where he wants him, really. But how would you tackle it, Rich? What do you think that you do? Do you go full throttle? Do you take your time? Do you reassess?
I won't be playing, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I think Emre's probably showed us that if you just go for it and you attack and you try and sort of try and play through sort of a war of attrition and just keep on going, keep on trying to break him down, there's a potential chance that you might be able to do that. But today he's been flawless.
Yeah, I mean, he's covered every base. Every blade of grass, he's been nothing short of fantastic. So it's a very, very difficult one for Lukas at the moment.
He wins his last game, he goes to 22 points. That's 12 points out of 12 today.
Oof. That's what you call, that's clinical. Sharp shooting.
And so we've created a bit of a narrative. Hansen could be in here.
Hello.
One on with the keeper. Ball roll. Big goal. Big goal for Lukas.
Great finish. Very composed as well. Had a lot of time on rushing keeper, but just took his time, ball rolled around the keeper. It's a great finish.
It was just that instinctive. You see the run, you play the pass. Yeah. You don't think about it. Once he got in that position, he did keep his composure because there was a heavy touch just there from Hansen that you thought might have offered a little bit too much to the keeper.
But that's Trailblazer Hansen for you. Just when you think, keeper's going to get there,
snatches it away.
Literally, dream's gone.
36 minutes on the clock, 39 minutes on the clock between Mark 11 and Emre Yilmaz. Both games, 1 goal swings could completely shake up this table to the core, at the top and at the bottom.
Hello. Lukas' confidence is flowing now. Out to Perisic. Cut back to Mbappe. Can we get a no?
Step overs, just offered too much to it to Davis.
Great defending by Davis as well.
And you see that table right now. That is the live table as it stands. Umut 19 points. Emre Yilmaz 16. Hidalgo on 9, middle of the pack. Lukas 6 points, -5 goal difference. Mark 11, 3 points, -17. It's that goal difference that could end up being
That's the major one. That goal difference.
Just a killer.
It's a big margin.
Perisic opening up the space down the byline. This is Lukas looking for the cutback to Modric. Hansen in the box, slots it in the near post.
Hello.
And we've got a game on our hands right now.
Hello. Just when you thought he looked out of it, he's pulled it back. Great bit of magic. Like, he's worked it really, really well. You know, cut it back from Perisic into Pele to Modric, and Hansen doing what she does best. Great finish.
She's been the decisive player.
Yeah.
You got to say at this moment for Lukas in this matchup. As you might be able to see there, just on the corner of your screen, we are joined by someone in the commentary position.
Hello. Oh, you
Frankie.
just pushed me a button for
I did.
I love this. You're also producing the show, it turns out.
How are you?
Well, you're not really. Producer Kerry is producing the show. I'm good. It's been quite the night. I thought that Emre was going to run away with it. I mean, to be fair, he's only lost one game so far. But it's good to see Umut is showing why he's a world-class player, because he kind of took a little bit of time to warm up in week 1.
He did. He's showing us why he is a former world champion and arguably one of the best to ever do it. That will do us for half-time, though, as both games are in a break right now. You've been keeping an eye on the chat as well, keeping it under control, shall we say, trying to
I've been
pick some comments out.
I've been lurking and checking that no one's being a naughty lad or lass. Bro on eSport, what I need to do I can't see, says Umut. So what you need to do is you need to press play.
That would help.
And then that will start the stream. Then you can enjoy the esports.
You got Quensler, Frankie,
going on
3
there.
love hearts.
Oh, there's a screen here, guys. That's very nice. Thank you. Why not 4?
I'm going to ask a question to the chat. Who do you think gets the 4th spot, Lukas or Mark? I'm just looking for a name. Who gets the 4th spot?
Good question.
As it stands right now, 3 points separate them, but a 12-goal swing is needed for Mark to qualify.
Sounds weird, but I think Lukas wants it. Which is a hard...
That man wants it.
He wants it in a different way, if that makes sense.
I think that Lukas is definitely showing more emotion.
True.
But I also don't know if that's a good thing. As you can see, the table there, it's actually a 13-goal swing now because Lukas did just equalise. And I think he'd go to 7 points actually as well, because he'd get bumped up if he was to bring this game out as a draw. So, look, it's a big ask for Mark 11. He came into today with everybody writing him off. If he was to get 4th, I think that would be a huge achievement. But that week 1 performance just wasn't good enough.
He's not entirely comfortable with this season yet, and that's one of the issues. And I think because he has admitted, and he is quite open about the fact that he's not comfortable, I just think that maybe that means his head's not quite in this competition as much as it could be. And I think that he's still got the potential to bounce back. I just don't know if it's going to happen fully tonight.
Well, Lukas, he's in the zone because he just got 3-2 up.
It's locked in. No, not much emotion that time. It's a little fist bump, back to business. I think he's gone in half-time and he's come out with a game plan, and it seems to be working. Very, very well done. Very, very well worked. Gone back the way he's facing, pulled the defender away and just managed to punish him. But that's what you pay for when you have Pele.
When they matched up, 4 weeks ago, Lukas and Umut, it was only 2-1, the score line. You talked about Mark having a mountain to climb. That's a second goal for Emre Yilmaz. As it stands, Lukas would be taking that 4th spot, and Mark 11 would have to go back into the pool for next year's FC Pro Open and go all the way from the very start. He does have a lot to play for in this season, though. I think the E-League is something that he values very highly, and that could potentially open up doors later in the season. But he will be extremely disappointed to be exiting at this stage.
Any thoughts you want to see from Twitch chat? I've seen a thought from Style Sender. He says, "What is this bird on about?"
We ask ourselves every week.
Paul Scholes, she's mostly on about Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes is a very, very common subject.
We've got still a lot of people asking about the Mystery Nation. Occasionally,
I thought we made it very clear.
Colombia. The Mystery Nation is apparently Colombia, according to 2 people in Twitch chat.
I can tell you, I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It is not Colombia. Just if you were wondering, it's not Colombia.
There are plenty of people who are being very helpful, however, in Twitch chat.
Chance for Lukas. Pele on the cutback, doesn't hit it this time.
Save from Van der Sar again.
Just seeing one from Scully. Tell FG he is small.
Scully has also written, ask FG what it's like to be so short. This is a man on a mission.
Corner whipped in, Van Dijk can't get there, Van der Sar does well. Nodded back in, but Jude Bellingham just turns out there for Umut. We did have a couple of goals to tell you about. This was Mark 11 getting one back, 55 minutes on the clock. Virgil van Dijk, green time header from the penalty spot. It's a chuckle from Denman and Mark. However, the smiles didn't last long because Emre Yilmaz just went up the other end and made it 3-1. Umut looking to keep his unbeaten run here.
Hello.
The second time around he's tagged. What a save from Van der Sar. Point blank range, TM.
That's a great save. Maybe a little bit of keeper movement involved there, ever so slightly, but that is a fantastic save from Van der Sar.
And this was that goal that I sort of spoiled a little bit for you.
Reece James.
We spoke about him quite a lot though today, but during the draft show and also when we've sort of highlighted Emre's team, he does have that ability to get forward.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very cultured finish, you know, put it near post with his left foot as well. I mean, yeah, again, very well rounded. We knew what he was capable of, but that's a great finish.
João Cancelo down the byline, just kept in play, beautiful dribbling.
Yeah.
Modric, Perisic, all the itches.
Great cutting from Mbappe. Perisic again, and it's just Bellingham there. I have to say, Perisic has really impressed me today, to be fair. Done really, really well.
Sea-Watch. Good name. Good name. Great name. Great
Guys,
name.
I've just seen that FG is in chat. He's actually using the name Likze because he's written, Frankie, I want Kyle Walker to be available so I can evolve. Please make it happen. Smiley face.
There you go. Tygo, how is Malin? In what context? He's a great in-game item. I don't know him personally yet. There's a lot of my life left to live. Mark 11. A lot of game left to play for the Aussie. Ball around the keeper, slams it in the near post. 3-2 with, what, we've got 25 minutes left to play there?
He looks like he's just having a great time right now.
Umut twisting, turning. And that is the live table as it stands. Hidalgo 9 points. Lukas 9 points. Mark bottom of the pile on 3. And there's a bit of a battle for top as well between Emre and Umut. And who knows, when all the groups are said and done, whoever finishes top here, that might be a huge potential knockout bracket matchup that they've avoided because they missed the second place.
100%. I mean, the goal is always to finish top of the group.
If you finish first here, you match second in Group D. If you finish second in Group A, spoiler, more than likely you're going to match PH Zin in the first knockout game of the quarterfinals. So I think there is a little bit of incentive not to finish second. Just makes it look really easy, Emre Yilmaz, doesn't it?
I was going to say, it's just such a well-worked goal. Everyone just seems to know where they're going to be before they're there, you know. Janola's always already ready for the back post. Oh, hello.
Lukas is in with Mbappe. The step over speed boost got him away. He's the fastest player on the game. And Lukas, with his own destiny in his hands, puts himself 2 goals up.
That speed boost from Mbappe is just ever so powerful. And once he's through, you know what's coming next. That powerful shot across goal, well timed as well, and it's a beautiful finish.
Did we get much reaction from the chat on who they think is going to finish 4th, Lukas or Mark? Was it?
I think we need to remind them.
Okay.
Maybe we need to go 1 for Mark, 2 for Lukas.
It's a bit of a 20 minutes left. One of them's losing by 2 goals. One of them winning by 2 goals.
Interestingly, I was chatting to Lukas before we did our little walk and talk through the tunnel on camera earlier, and I was saying, you guys are both from Germany, yourself and Umut, so do you get to play against each other very often? And he was like, oh yeah, I've played with him quite a few times. I was like, oh right, cool, 3 to 4 times. Didn't get the opportunity to ask who normally wins in those circumstances because we had to go live, but he definitely sounded confident about his chances. I think he's in his flow state. That's why I'm saying I think he's fighting for it.
We've got 15 minutes left to play, there or thereabouts, and he will be the first person to inflict a defeat on Umut in this entire group standings over what, 7 rounds of fixtures?
Yeah, something like that.
His first loss. The only points dropped so far was to Emre Yilmaz in game 1 of week 1. I don't think it's going to affect Umut too much because he is just a robot, and he probably might even turn this game around. So much as we've spoke about Lukas and having the destiny in his own hands.
I mean, there's still so much time left when you look at it in the grand scheme of things.
9.5 minutes.
Yeah, that's the major thing. So it's like you can be 4-2 up, but can you hold it? What's the best course of action that you want to take? Do you want to hold it? Do you want to move forward? Do you want to score more goals? It's a very, very difficult situation to be in. I always say personally that a two-goal scoreline is the most dangerous, because once they score one, it's very difficult.
I've asked this question before to Ryan Gravison, and I'm going to propose it to you as well, Tien. In this position now, 4-3, would you rather be the player leading or the player chasing? Because I feel as though if you're the player chasing, you've got a very simple instruction. You press, you just try and steal the ball back. If you're leading, you're almost stuck in that purgatory of, do I try and keep possession? Do I try and look for another goal? As Umut steals the ball back, Mbappe with some great feet, Valverde takes over, and Umut could, with that reverse Elastico, set the game up for a grandstand final 10 minutes.
And to answer your question, I think I'd rather be the person trailing, because, like you said, it's very, very simple. You want to get the ball forward as quick as you can. You want to score. And if you do pull it back, as Umut has, you've got all the momentum. Things are swinging your way, and, you know, confidence is sky high, and anything can happen.
It's the Rebels mentality. We've seen Anders go down and know that he's going to come back by the end of that second half.
You spoke about sort of the emotion, Frankie. I think we've seen a couple of examples where he just lost his cool ever so slightly because he knows how important this game is. It's his last chance to get any points.
Meanwhile, Mark 11 looks like he's having a whale of a time.
That game is 4-2. Emre Yilmaz leading against Mark 11. Lukas back up the other end. This has been game of the day so far, I've got to say.
100%.
Pele. Ooh, he wants a pen. He wants a penalty.
Not enough.
Didn't go down.
Great defender from Virgil van Dijk.
As you can see, those items next to the players' face cams, their FC Pro Live item that, with their performances, can and will be upgraded throughout the course of this evening.
Richard just looked at my concerned face because Just Joe Davis has written, anyone else on the toilet right now? No. We're in the commentary booth.
Just looked over where I can see a monitor of the other game between Emre Yilmaz and Mark 11. It was a scrappy goal for Emre, puts him 5-2 up against Mark 11 from Team Footwiz. 3 minutes left to play here. I wonder if, surely because of the layout of the studio, he doesn't know that result between the two players, because it probably would affect how you play as well. If you know that a point is enough to solidify your fourth, if you know that a win is solidifying your top spot. Both games are pretty much in the exact same minutes as well. Chance, Alawai ran off the bench. Saw him so much last year.
It's another great block by the defence as well.
Umut playing for the last attack. Seconds remaining.
Great switch.
Is it going to go back across the pitch? Is it going to get whipped over? Just utilising his left-hand side at the moment. Spinazzola. Into the middle for Bellingham. Here is Hansen. Alexia Putellas. Waiting, holding. Good defending from the opposite Spinazzola. A winning goal here for Umut, keeping that unbeaten streak alive. Not today, still going to be unbeaten, but the streak of wins comes to a close. Points shared between Lukas and Umut. He looks deflated, he looks drained, does Lukas, but he's done enough because of the result in the other matchup between Emre Yilmaz and Mark 11.
Yeah, but I think he's always naturally going to be a bit disappointed in himself, having that lead.
4-2 up with what, 10 minutes left to go?
Having that lead is always going to be very, very difficult to, you know, once you let it go, it's frustrating because you always think, what if? But, you know, I think he's played a really, really good game. And, yeah, credit to him, man.